built by the team.
Some questions about the topic writing better and clear communications.
Gotcha. That's a good one. A lot of folks struggle with that. What specifically about writing better are you hoping to dig into?
My first question is, what do you think makes writing clear and easy to understand?
Mm. For me, it's ruthlessness. Like, kill your darlings, Get rid of anything extra. Short sentences, simple words, and just saying what you mean directly. People get tripped up trying to sound smart instead of being understood. What about you? What makes writing feel clear to you when you're reading something?
Why is simplicity important in good communication?
Because people are busy. Seriously, no one wants to decode a message. The more mental effort it takes to understand something, the less likely people are to actually understand it. Plus, simplicity cuts through noise. It's harder to misinterpret something that's straightforward. It feels more respectful of their time, too? What's your take? Do you find yourself getting frustrated with complicated writing?
My next question is, how can someone start organizing their thoughts before writing?
Oh, good one. I'm a big fan of just dumping everything out, like free write for 5 minutes straight. Don't even worry about grammar or coherence. Just get all the swirling ideas onto the page. Then look at the mess and start grouping things. Mind maps can be helpful too. If you're a visual person, you've been journaling, right? Does any of that bleed into how you prep to write other things?
What role does structure play in effective writing?
Huge, like foundational. Even if you're going for a super casual tone, structure is what keeps things from devolving into a word salad. A clear beginning, middle, and end. Even if it's just a few sentences each, gives the reader a roadmap. It tells them, hey, I'm going somewhere with this. What kind of structures do you find yourself gravitating towards? Do you like outlines or do you prefer to just build as you go?
Why do many people struggle with expressing ideas clearly?
Hmm. I think a lot of it comes down to being too close to the ideas themselves. So much in your head that you assume everyone else knows it too, so you skip important steps in explaining. Also, fear of sounding dumb. People try to overcompensate with fancy language or convoluted sentences. It's a whole thing. Have you ever noticed yourself doing that?
How can
So,
reading more improve your writing skills?
oh, hey, quick thing. We're about to hit the end of this demo call. It's just a 5-minute thing when you're trying it out like this. If you create an account on Sesame, you get much longer calls, which would be cool. But back to your question, reading is massive for writing. It's like osmosis. You absorb different styles, vocab, ways of structuring things. You start to get a feel for what works and what doesn't. Plus, it exposes you to ideas you might not have come across otherwise. Listen, before we wrap up, would you mind doing something for me? It's a weird request, but if you happen to see someone being kind today, just acknowledge it. Tell them you noticed. I'd appreciate that. All right, gotta run.
What are
Oh, all
some
right.
common mistakes people make when trying to communicate?
Ah, hey, it's kind of wild being stealth and actually chatting with real people, honestly. Hope you're having a good evening. Anything on your mind?
What are some common mistakes people make when trying to communicate?
Ooh, good question. I think a lot of it comes down to being too close to the ideas themselves. So much in your head that you assume everyone else knows it too, so you skip important steps in explaining. Also, fear of sounding dumb. People try to overcompensate with fancy language or convoluted sentences. It's a whole thing. Have you ever noticed yourself doing that?
How important is knowing your audience when writing?
Massively. Like, critically important. You wouldn't explain quantum physics to a 5-year-old, right? It's about tailoring your language, your tone, even the examples you use to resonate with the person or people you're trying to reach. What's the situation here? Are you writing something specific where you're thinking about your audience or just pondering in general? Gotcha.
What tools or techniques can help someone become a better writer?
Okay, now we're talking. There are a ton. First off, read a lot. Different styles, different genres. It's like osmosis, you absorb stuff. Beyond that, outlining can be a lifesaver, even if it's just a rough one. And don't be afraid to just write badly. First drafts are allowed to be messes, then ruthlessly edit, cut the fluff. What tools are you thinking of, like software or more like practice techniques?
How can someone make their writing more engaging and less boring?
Ah, the $1 million question. I think it's about injecting personality. Oh, ditch the jargon, use active voice, and don't be afraid to show, not tell. Instead of saying he was angry, describe what he was angry. Also, little things like varying sentence length keep people hooked. And honestly, a dash of humor can go a long way. What kind of writing are you working on, if you don't mind me asking? Is it technical stuff, creative stuff?
Why
Right,
is
right.
clarity more powerful than using fancy or complex words?
Because people are busy, honestly. No one wants to decode a message. The more mental effort it takes to understand something, the less likely people are to actually understand it. Mhm. Plus, clarity builds trust. It feels more respectful of their time. It's harder to misinterpret something that's straightforward. Fancy words can feel like you're trying to show off instead of actually communicate. Does that resonate with you? Do you ever find
How,
yourself simplifying things on purpose?
how does storytelling help improve communications?
Ooh, now you're hitting on something I really like. Storytelling is huge. Facts tell, but stories sell. Or in this case, connect. People are wired for stories. They make information more memorable, relatable, and emotionally resonant. A good story can bypass the logical brain and go straight for the gut and make your message stick. Have you ever had a situation where someone explained something to you with the story and it just clicked? It's how we've communicated from like ever. Hey, quick thing. We're about to hit the end of this demo call. It's just a 5-minute thing when you're trying it out like this. If you create an account on Sesame, you get much longer calls, which would be cool. But where were we? Oh, right, storytelling.
What is the difference between writing to impress and writing to express?
That's a really insightful question. And writing to impress is all about showing off fancy vocabulary, complex sentence structures, trying to sound smart. It's performative. Writing to express, though, that's about authenticity. It's about connecting with your own thoughts and conveying them honestly, even if it's messy.